Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday, April 21st, and it is time for What's in the Box. Hopefully, everybody had a good weekend. I had a very busy weekend. Thank you for everybody that showed up at Muncie Comic Con on Saturday and then showed up to Knights Hall on Sunday. Met a lot of new people, as one might imagine, and had a lot of fun, as one might imagine. So it was a good time. And if you were there, congratulations. If you weren't there, shame on you. You should be at those things. Muncie Comic Con especially. I was able to meet and speak with Mr. Tony Moore for an extended period of time, which is pretty cool. It's always nice being able to meet artists in a small setting. That's how I met Stuart. That's how I met Gavin. It's an interesting dynamic, when you're at a larger con, a larger event, and being overwhelmed by all the people there, and a lot of times you don't have the time to actually do one-on-one kind of conversations with somebody because of the fact of, there just being so many people in high demand, and, these artists have, gobs of doodles and sketches to do, and, they kind of have their own thing to deal with. Whereas smaller shows, it's more of an intimate setting. You get the ability to kind of sit and talk to people and share ideas and talk about things on a different level. So it was cool. At the end of the video, I'm actually going to show you some things that I got signed by Tony Moore. Pretty excited about it. Being a huge Walking Dead fan, he's been on my short list for a while. And I've had some stuff that I've always wanted to have him sign. And I was able to do that. So I'll show those at the end of the video just to, kind of show off. I gave a lot of people the opportunity to get stuff signed by him, and nobody took me up on the opportunity. Quite surprising, if you ask me, but is what it is. As far as this week is concerned, only thing you need to worry about, I don't care what personal plans you have, Saturday, you're busy. Saturday is my 2-year anniversary. It's gonna be a thing. My wife and I were finalizing all the prizes and reaching out to people to get what they are going to be donating and giving away for the event. We already know that Mr. Sayger has his book here on display that you can win simply by spending $50 in store. That is on non-subscription items. And then you get a raffle ticket, and your name can be drawn to win a Stuart Sayger one-of-a-kind sketch cover. Gavin did not quite have his ready by Saturday, but he assured me it will be done by this Saturday. And it's going to be amazing. It's probably either going to be Casey Jones sketch cover. However, we did discuss the possibility of him doing a Joker Killing Joke sketch cover as well, which would be super cool because then you'll have an opportunity to win one of each other's takes on the Killing Joke. To me, that is super cool. I mean, when you have different approaches to the same cover, it's like variant covers. You get all these different variant covers that hit the shelf, and there's 16 different variant covers, and everybody has their own take on the story, the characters being depicted, the way that they designed the cover, and so forth. And so it will be pretty cool if Gavin went that route too. But we'll have to see. It'll be a surprise. But again, spending $50 in the store gets you a raffle ticket to potentially win a Gavin Smith original art book as well. So, not saying, just saying, And again, we've got like a dozen vendors showing up. We've got the building next door that we'll have everybody set up in. The artists will be set up here in the main store, if you will. Got comic guys, card guys, toy guys, crafty guys, my crocheted artist, is going to be here with some new pieces, as well as some tasty baking treats that she's been getting into. So that will be delicious and available. And then Mr. Charles Savage will be here selling his new book as well. So again, a lot. It's going to be all day, 10 to 7, so be prepared. Obviously, the first 100 people through the door will have the opportunity to win a prize that my wife and I have been working on. Have about $1,000 worth of prizes to be given away. And then it's an all-day thing, man. It's an all-day thing. Bring fistfuls of 20s or higher denomination bills, and we'll do our best to take them from you. So, anyway, so that's Saturday. Beyond that, we'll talk about that next week. It's all about this Saturday, 10 to 7 here at Bearded Comics. Now, as far as what I'm going to be showing off today, I've been talking to a few of you guys already in person about what I've been working on, what I was kind of planning on showcasing this week. This box is primarily Silver Age stuff. Silver Age and Bronze Age kind of items. So we've got stuff from the 60s, 70s, and maybe even some early 80s. Some horror and a little bit of everything, really. And then there's a couple other things that I'll show off. Like I said, I'll show off the Tony Moore stuff that I got, as well as a beautiful Peach Momoko book. That is mine. I will tell you ahead of time, it is mine. But it is so beautiful, I can't help but show it off. So we'll get there here momentarily. So to start off with, how about Scooby-Doo number 14 and number 17? So I am slowly amassing a Scooby-Doo run. I think I have 3 and 7, as well as like 9 or something like that already available. So here's a couple more Scoobies to add to the mix. This was a fun book, Millie the Lovable Monster. This is number 1 and number 2. So if you're a Millie the Monster fan, those are here. How about a small chunk of early Wonder Woman? So this is Wonder Woman 191, Wonder Woman 193, and then Wonder Woman 195. Next, we have Aquaman 53 and 55. And then a Teen Titans number 30. A Justice League number 84. Detective Comics number 415. Number 488. And then number 400. So I went out of order there, as you can see. 400 and 488. Adventure Comics featuring Supergirl, number 410. This is a pretty cool one. The Spectre, number 5. And of course, everybody's been asking me about these. Spider-Man 87, and then Spider-Man number 165. So some earlier Spider-Mans. And I guess just generally speaking, these are all kind of mid-grade copies. You know, I think 7 was the highest that I put on any of this so far. So just kind of keep that in mind. You know, these are mid-grade copies. This is kind of a big book. The Cat, number 1. First appearance of the Cat, which I think that's the second or third one of those that I have. This one I expect will go quick. It is a big book, but it is a 1 as far as grade. So the cover is barely hanging on to it, but I know that some of my collectors that are just looking to fill holes and collect things just to have them, this is going to go quick because of that. This is Master of Kung Fu number 15. This is the first appearance of Shang-Chi. So that's a pretty cool book. It is, again, barely hanging on, but it's priced accordingly. I mean, if that's something that you want to use to fill a hole, you got the opportunity to do so. Marvel Spotlight number 24. Here's some Hulks here. 147, 148, and then 157. Submariner, 45 and 46. It's all cool stuff today, right? I mean, I was pretty happy when I found all this stuff. Knight Rider number 2. Again, very hodgepodgey. A couple things of this, a couple things of that. Captain America 135. Daredevil 69 and 83. So you got Black Widow on the cover there. And then a couple Fantastic Fours. This is 118 with the Inhumans. And then King Size Annual number 9. And then a small thing of Thor. So 196. Get the glare off there for you. 198. 199. That's the first appearance of Ego Prime, by the way. 201. And then we have Iron Man number 46. Astonishing Tales. I almost kept these because I'm a huge Man-Thing fan. But number 12, this is the second appearance and origin of Man-Thing, and that one. And then number 13, Man-Thing making an appearance there. So, if you're a Man-Thing lover. And then, so moving on to some horror books, because I know people love their horror. How about Ghost Manor number 2? Right? Super cool cover. Ghostly Tales 140. This video we're going a little bit slower because it's all over the place. Ghost number 30. And then Ghost number 90. I'm going to scoot these over out of the camera a little bit. Crypt of Shadows number 15. This one was a fun one. I kind of laughed to myself when I saw this just because of the name. It's The Heap number 1. Don't get me. The Heap is after me. Creatures Roam number 6 with Zog. Zog the Destroyer. And then Weird Mystery number 9. And number 16. A scarecrow, if you will. He seems to be hot these days. Witching Hour. This is number 59. House of Mystery, 223. And let's see, these are all House of Mysteries. Number 270. Number 289. And then 290, which is the first appearance of I, Vampire. I, Vampire ended up being a part of that series for a while. A lot of stories revolving around him. So that book's, it's a sought-after book. And then Vampirella Dark Horse, number 1. That's like a 4-book issue series. Pretty inexpensive, all things considered. This is a cool one. Monster Hunters, number 1. And then Buffy fans, Tales of the Vampires, number 1. And then this one, this is Buffy the Vampire Reunion, number 1. That's a one-shot. Let's see, Hand of Fate, number 2. That's just a creepy cover. Kind of a whatever book, but still pretty neat. Twilight Zone. I didn't write down the number on this one, but it's a Twilight Zone. Ripley's Believe It or Not. I also didn't write down the number on these older Dell ones and Gold Keys. They have the number on the inside of the book on the front page. Why they didn't put them on the front is beyond me. I mean, they have like a serial number. 10208-102. Figure that out. Unexpected number 155. And then number 163. And then number 175, which I love that cover. I think that's super cool. Yeah, take that in for a second. And then number 176. Let's see, 182. So if you're an unexpected lover, I got some. 183, House of Secrets, 141. Ooh, it's a ghost. And then a little bit of a shift. How about Weird War, number 7? So that's a pretty early book there. Then number 10. And then number 15, which I love the cover on that one too. That one's super neat. And then number 24 and 25 and 26. He's about to get gutted on that one. 27, Das Boot. And then a infamous Hitler cover, number 58. It's cryogenically frozen. Number 59, with John Belushi Samurai over here. Samurai Delicatessen. If you don't know what that is, maybe look it up. It's quite humorous. Weird War, number 73. And last, but certainly not least, number 80. And I love the cover on that one too. That one's pretty intense. It's intense. So that's the short box for the day. Again, a lot of Silver Age, a lot of random things. If you see anything, let me know. As always, I'll throw it in your box, or we can talk about it otherwise. Some fun stuff. Now this weekend, I did pick up another collection of things. Turtle fans, are you ready? Because there's some cool things here. How about the whole run of... Is it the whole run? 1, 2... No, it's not the whole run. Sorry, it's not the whole run. Last Ronin. I thought that I had another one. Apparently not. Last Ronin. So this is number 1. This is a second print. So this is actually a little bit more of an affordable copy. I do have a first print, which is pricey. But there again, here we are. So this is number 2, Last Ronin, and this is number 4, Last Ronin. So if you're looking for Last Ronin, I have apparently some of it. Not all of it, but at least I have a number 1 and number 2. Those are hard ones to find. And then for you Uber collectors, this is a exclusive number 1. This is the Miko Cyan variant cover for number 1. Pretty rad, if I do say so myself. This is a retailer exclusive number 1. Very omniscient, or not omniscient. I forget the word I was going to say. Anyway, it's cool. It's very cool. Last Ronin, number 1. And then, do you guys know what Batwing is? Look it up. Look it up. If you don't know what Batwing is, look it up. But if you don't want to look it up, read the story. Batman Damned. This is the full run. I know that for sure. Book 1, 2, and 3. This is the Batman Damned number 1. I think that's the Lee Bergermo cover. I could be wrong, or Bermejo. Bermejo. I believe that's who did the cover on that. But anyway, Batman Damned number 1, number 2 with the reimagined Harley, number 3 with the creepy Joker cover, and then here is the number 3 variant cover as well. Great story. When DC started doing these Black Label books, it's kind of like Marvel doing the Red Band. They did the Red Band stuff so they can put like darker stuff in it, violence, gore, and they didn't want to affect their younger readers. Well, this one, they didn't come polybagged, but they came with a Black Label on it, and the Black Label was essentially supposed to be for more mature readers, larger format books, that kind of thing, just a different demographic for the series. And that series did very well when it first came out. And truth be told, the only only 10-0 graded book I've ever seen was a Batman Damn book. It was actually in Gotham City Limits in Jacksonville, Florida. It was graded a 10.0 for this book specifically. Pretty rad. To get a 10 on something is near impossible, but it can happen. It can happen. Speaking of high grade books, I'm going to show you some stuff that I picked up. So that's it for the short box. That's it for the stuff that's for the store. If you want to go ahead and stop now, no harm, no foul. I will see you Saturday. If you want to stick around for 2 seconds, I'll show you some of the things that I got this weekend, including a 9.9 graded Peach Momoko La Mole Con exclusive foil cover Turtles #1 autographed by Peach Momoko. That's a lot of words. How you can describe something so characteristically is crazy. I'm trying to get to where the glare isn't on. This book is absolutely beautiful. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. This is going to my PC because this is not going to leave my hands. A 9.9 foil cover, like I said, Peach Momoko, La Molecon exclusive, limited to 1,000 copies, autographed by Peach Momoko herself. Just a beautiful book. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, the way that she depicted the characters, the composition as a whole, I mean, it's a thing. It is very much a thing. I'm so happy to have that. I'm happy. I'm very happy. As far as other things that I picked up, let's see here. How about so again, met Tony Moore at Muncie Comic-Con, original artist for The Walking Dead. I got a Walking Dead Deluxe #1, signed by Mr. Tony Moore right there. I did get a Walking Dead #150, which is an homage to his own work. Tony Moore signature right there. And then this is my favorite cover that he's ever done out of anything that I've ever seen by him. For whatever reason, I just think it's very conceptualized on another level. The way that sometimes artists are, when you depict art and it's just a figure, right? Like you're drawing a person, you're drawing a thing. Usually that's the route that people traditionally go, right? So you draw, Spider-Man. You will draw a Spider-Man swinging, in the city or fighting something or flipping or whatever. It's an action shot, right? For me, this one, so this is Walking Dead Deluxe #9. Again, there's the signature right there. But, obviously Rick is the centerpiece of the art, but the way he then puts Rick inside of a zombie eyeball, and then even takes it to another level with putting a fly on the eyeball. This was just like, when I saw it, I was just like, oh, that is so rad. Like it hits me on that other level. And I went to Australia for a year, and I actually missed Tony by like a week or two. He did a signing at King's Comics in downtown Sydney, but he had some prints left behind. And one of the prints that I bought was actually this piece, 11 by 14, art print of this picture, autographed by him also. My wife is not a fan of, gross stuff per se. So I have it. It is not displayed, but it needs to be displayed. Maybe I'll put it in a dark corner somewhere when we get our house reorganized, because it deserves to be up. Like I said, it's one of my favorite things. This one, and let me backtrack here. So I may go about getting this. I may sell this. I may sell this in the store. I may go ahead and get it graded. I haven't fully made the decision on it yet. These are fairly inexpensive as far as #1 Walking Dead Deluxe covers. The fact that I have so much stuff that's signed by Tony, I might be able to let this go, but it's super, super rad. So I'm just going to put that out there. Haven't made a decision on it. If you express interest, I'll keep you in mind, right? And then this one, this is actually a cover that our buddy Stuart Sayger did. This was his Walking Dead #1 exclusive. There's a signature up here. But then I had a dual sign. There's a Tony Moore signature right there as well. This is super rad. I haven't decided on this too. I love Sayger's work. I love Tony Moore's work. This is a super cool piece. But as a comic book store owner, you can't keep everything. I actually had this book for sale originally, and then a customer actually came by with one of these signed already because he bought one from Stuart in Muncie and then had a dual sign. I was like, oh man, that's a cool piece. That's a good idea. And then that's the route that I went. And so now I'm kind of like, well, I kind of want to keep it, but I also run a store, so I guess if somebody wants to express interest in it, we'll see what happens. So anyway, super cool, right? This one's for my PC. Mr. Moore also did work on Venom. So this is Venom #4 of his Volume 1 series. Agent Venom depicted on the cover there. So there's Tony Moore's signature there. This one just spoke volumes to me. Also kind of reminded me of like a Demon in Bottle take. But Venom #11, you got the symbiote everywhere doing crazy stuff. And then obviously the signature down here signed on the bottle. And then this one, we actually spoke at length about. Tony said this is probably his favorite work, as far as how well it was composed, how easily it came together. When this got released, I was all over it. Again, recognizing his work and loving his approach to it. But this was Heavy Metal #1 that just came out last year. This was the Tony Moore cover. This was the exclusive cover that they did for the release. And again, you got Tony Moore's signature right there. This one, again, I was all over the heavy metal stuff when it came out, being a big music fan myself. And then, again, with so many different #1 variations, they had homages, they had this, and they had that. But the Tony Moore one, I just saw that and I was like, that's cool as shit. Like, I got to get my hands on that. And like I said, we spoke at length about it at MuncieCon about how he just loved how easily it came together, and said when it's done, he just kind of walked away and was like, yeah, don't need to edit, don't need to change. We're good. Let's ship it. And then he went on to tell me some more about the book in general and how it almost didn't come about. So anyway, knowledge is power, my friends. But that's it. That's it for today. So that is what is in today's box. Silver Age stuff, and then some new shinies for my own PC. But again, this Saturday is the 2-year anniversary. Be here. Don't be lame. Be here. Enjoy it. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff all day long. It will be fun for all ages, I guarantee. So until then, enjoy your day. Tomorrow's new comic book day. Lots of new goodies, as you all might imagine. And then we'll talk soon. Okay? Enjoy it. Excelsior.